phrase stir the pot refers to intentionally causing trouble or controversy in a situation. It is often used to describe someone who provokes tension or engages in discussions that create discomfort. For example, if someone says, "Don't try to stir the pot," they are warning you not to escalate a situation unnecessarily. The expression originates from the idea of stirring a pot to mix ingredients, symbolizing the act of stirring up a contentious topic or situation. Well, here at Stir the Pot, that is exactly what This Is Jay, Big Fan Breezy, and Philosophical P specialize in every week. So buckle up for the next 2 hours as the Triangle Offense cooks up that essential flavor. Stir the pot. Come get a whiff.
Yeah. It's Big Fan Breezy, Chef Boyard Breezy. This is JTV. It's Philosopher P. We back in it, you know what I'm saying? Stirring the pot. Y'all know how we do. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I see y'all subscribing. We got like 26 subscribers on the Stir the Pot page. So I want to say thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? That's a quarter to 100. You know what I mean? Word. So, you know, yeah, I appreciate that. I see y'all, you know what I mean?
What you goddamn what, man? Like, what was that? Rush Hour? What you goddamn what?
Word. Yeah, but exactly. Yeah, shout out to This Is JTV. Talk to us, Jay. Daniel Berry Sports highlights in the chat. Jay, what's the word? Jay, talk to us.
Yo, it's still winter. That shit got me tight. Why is it still winter outside? We had a couple good days last week, and then 2 days ago we had a cold blue. You know what cold blue mean? Cold blue mean if you sleep outside, you might die. So it's a cold blue, and they have to get everyone off the streets into the inside. And it's crazy that we still having cold blue. Like, we don't need that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was, I'm careful. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I know never to trust March already. And I know early April. If the leaves ain't on the trees yet, don't trust the weather, bro. Don't trust the weather to be nice every day if the leaves not on the trees yet. That's how I know.
He's a meteorologist now, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Name for that, you know what I
mean? Yeah, don't trust the weather completely until the leaves is on the trees. If it's not, you could trust that too. I mean, you could take that to the bank. In New York City, that shit
I can't relate. I can't relate, man. It was 73 out here today, man. So I can't relate, man. Okay. But yo, yesterday, so real quick before we get into the show, real quick, we talking about weather. So yesterday, this is just the dynamics of how weather is crazy out here. I had a presentation up in Frisco, which is about 2 hours away from Denver. So I had to drive up there. When I left at like 5:36 in the morning from down here. It was about 52 degrees outside, right? The high was supposed to be 75 yesterday. But going them 2 hours up in the mountains, the temperature when I got up there, it was 21 degrees. And I just drove 2 hours away. It was 21 degrees. Like, crazy. But that's how the switch up be out here. The city be beautiful, but up in the mountains, it be cold. Be brick ass.
It's the mountains, man.
Yeah.
Man. And the air
keep your sock hats. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them fool you. Be careful.
Nah, man, I got permanent insulation, man. I don't need a Scully, man. You know what
I'm talking more about New York. It's not you personally, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't relate.
When I'm home too, I still got insulation, man. This hair is hot, man.
Okay,
listen, man.
You wouldn't know nothing about that though.
Yo, bro, I do. Hold on. Time out. Every show y'all want to do this. Every show y'all want to do the he don't have no hair.
No, I'm just saying.
You're like, we got dreads. I don't need Scully, man. No, what I'm saying
is
you
can celebrate.
What I'm saying is you can celebrate. Not you, then Pete. You could celebrate your dreads without punning me for not having hair, bro. I don't have dreads. I don't have hair.
I was just saying.
But full disclosure. Yeah, it'd be nice if I had some cornrows. One day I thought about having dreads, but I'm not going to take this from you every episode. Every episode you want to. Hold on. Let me finish. I watched the prior episodes. I watched the episodes we did on the other Stir the Pot. You always love to revisit this, bro. I'm clearly transparent for the world to see. I know what it is. You don't have to keep reminding me over and
Scully. That's all I'm saying. You mentioned the Scully. I don't really.
I just noticed a pattern. I'm just saying. I just noticed a pattern.
Permanent insulation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
just pointing that part out.
You
need the Scully is because you don't got the permanent insulation. That's all.
I was talking about everybody in New York. Everybody who don't got 73 weather degrees. I'm not talking about everybody who don't got dreads. Like I'm just a representation for everybody who don't got dreads. No, this is not what that is.
I be needing the Scully too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I still be needing the Scully. Like,
yeah, see, I can't tell you the last time I wore a Scully, man. Honestly, I'm dead ass.
Oh, yeah, but the weather in New York, again, that's that word you could take to the bank. If you don't need a Scully, you feel me, because you got hair on your head, then this doesn't apply to you. But all of the people that wear Scullys in New York, yeah, don't let this weather fool you. This weather is finicky in early April. When it gets to,
Did I tell y'all and Breeze not to see? It's because you brought it up. Know what I mean? But they said that in London, they gonna start using, like, if somebody talks about a man's hairline or lack of hair, that's going to be a form of sexual harassment as well. like you
I did not bring this shit up, bro. I did not bring. This is y'all. This is
what to tell you.
No, this
you got to advocate for your rights.
No, this is y'all passive aggressive.
I'm just saying you got to advocate for your rights, bro.
Because but you don't need to pun me to introduce the conversation. I'm not just bring your shit up without trying to pun me. You gonna run into this every time. Bro, you said I brought it up.
You brought up the Scully. You did. That's how the whole thing came up, was when you brought up the Scully.
I don't know why this is y'all go-to, bro. Why y'all think this is?
It don't gotta be you. It don't gotta be you. It can be a random person.
Got two dread niggas trying to jump a nigga with no dreads, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
All I'm trying to say,
I don't got dreads. I got locks.
I'm not hearing none of that shit. I ain't bring up this.
I am not anything that anyone should
locks or whatever the fuck. I'm saying locks or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is I didn't bring this shit up. Don't say I brought this shit up and then I know I for a fact did not bring this shit up. Any hair topic that comes, hold on. Out of respect for what it really is, any hair topic I never bring up. It's always one of y'all niggas. So stop playing with my handle. Now, at the end of the day, don't put that shit on me as if that's what it is, because I'm gonna fry both y'all niggas because y'all lying. Anytime it's one of y'all niggas. And then it's always one of y'all niggas.
You said sock hat like you from the 1940s or some shit. You said, yo, keep your sock hat around, nigga.
But still, don't say I brung it up when I didn't bring it up. Yo, like I said, y'all want to talk about hairlines and shit. I'm talking about real shit.
Nobody said nothing about your hairline. Nobody said nothing about your hairline.
Real shit. And you said
y'all niggas not stirring the pot.
Stop getting defensive.
I'm advocating for you. I'm a real step in this motherfucker. Y'all niggas is not still. Y'all making ham and cheese. Y'all niggas making ham and cheese sandwiches in the kitchen, nigga.
I don't do nothing.
Bro, this is a ham and cheese sandwich.
If you let me finish, my statement.
How is this topic prevalent, nigga?
If you let me finish my statement,
you just mad since we said that.
Hold on, I thought you was gonna bring up a real thorough topic. Nick, I'm talking about the shit that I got to stir the pot. I gotta wait till my turn, and this is the content you got.
You haven't waited your turn
for me.
You haven't waited your turn. All I'm saying is, the same way as if you talk about a woman's boobs and you could get taken to HR, in the UK, from now on, you can get taken to HR if you talk about someone's hair or hairline, because that is a part of your body and it is harassment that people don't like. And if somebody says some shit like that, you could take them to HR, you could sue the company, you could do all of those same things, like if they talked about something else. That's all I'm trying to say.
But I didn't bring it up. Don't say when you preference it and say that I brought it up. This is why I put belt the ass, because there's no way you're gonna say that I brought it up. Hold on, let me say what I'm saying. There's no way you're gonna say that I brought it up all nonchalantly, like cool, calm, and collective. I'm gonna let that shit fly. Nah, nigga, I'm gonna fry your shit. And at the end of the day, like I said, don't be coming in here, pause or whatever. Don't come in here with no ham and cheese sandwich. I came in here to talk about some real shit. Nigga, how does that impact life, nigga? There ain't shit and no pepper in the pot, nigga. That's like throwing motherfucking asparagus in the pot, nigga. Fuck is that nigga talk about here?
Don't talk about no damn sock hats, and we wouldn't be here, man.
Bro, I'm talking about keeping warm. I'm talking about keeping warm.
We got here
because
you brought up
you and him. Y'all like to have air conversations. Y'all love to do this. Yo, listen to how many. Listen to the most consistent conversation. Like what we had on this podcast is y'all niggas bringing up head conversations. Nigga, y'all can't get me out of my element, nigga. I know what it is with me. I already know I don't have dreads, nigga. I'm not gonna grow dreads. I would like to have. Hold on, but what I'm saying is, bro,
that's why you out of your element, because you need a sock hat.
Listen, at the
end of the bag, bro.
I'm speaking my piece. I'm just keeping it real.
Because I'm advocating for you, if anything. I'm saying that people should not be discriminated against.
I'm saying. Don't say I brought it up. That's the only thing I said, Jay. All I said was don't say I brought it up, nigga. Because
he was talking about dreads and hats, and then you started talking about hair.
Bro, both y'all niggas is reaching, because at the end of the day, like I said, as much as y'all want to make this content, bro, I threw you the alley to start the show, bro. This is what you start with, bro, and y'all niggas be mad at me how I start the show. Like, I don't get that part, bro. Let's
wait. Alley, you talking about sock hats? That's an alley. That means that's an alley.
No, I'm not talking about you. I was talking about Jay. I passed it to him. He brought up the time.
I brought up the fucking weather, and y'all niggas want to get sensitive, Samantha, about some fucking hair. I'm trying to,
bro.
And
I'm just keeping it real. This is what y'all do. Y'all love to do this. Y'all love to make it seem like I'm bringing some shit up when this, So talk about your locks. Listen, what I'm saying is,
bro, we've been on a whole different conversation already. We've been on a whole different conversation already. If you wasn't going. That's
what's happening.
Listen. What I'm saying is,
I'm letting them know Breeze is sensitive about his hairline.
Without getting cut off, I'm gonna tell you.
You ain't let me finish shit this whole time, so you're gonna get cut off. You're gonna get cut off because you ain't let me finish shit this whole time.
Stop! Don't say something that I.
Yeah, you gonna get cut off because you keep cutting me off.
Don't say I said that. I didn't cut you off until I had to defend myself when you put a lie on my name. So again, my point is, if y'all niggas want to talk about how luxurious your locks is, hold on. If y'all want to talk about how luxurious your locks is, and you want to talk about your hair journey from how you got your from then to now, then talk about it. Make it a make it a segment on the show where we talk about how luxurious your locks is, and we could do that, bro.
Bro, you can't be anti-Loctite, bro. He anti-Loctite.
About your locks, I would say,
is he anti-Loctite or not?
Tell me about it from the beginning.
Luxurious, sounding like a shampoo commercial and shit, man.
I'm bringing it up. I'm not bringing it up. It's y'all bringing it up.
Nah, bro, that's discrimination. You anti-Loctite, bro. You anti-Loctite.
I'm just keeping it real with y'all.
You anti-Loctite, bro, and I feel offended that you would even come at me like that. Like I could tell that Long Luxurious had like little
nobody said nothing like that, and he just came out of left field with that shit.
If y'all want to have a segment about locks without punning me, y'all niggas think y'all need to pun me to talk about locks, and I'm saying fuck y'all for that. Y'all could talk about y'all locks, and it don't have to pun me.
Bro, all I said was I don't wear a Scully because I got permanent insulation, and you just out of nowhere got sensitive.
Run the tape back. And like I said, this is y'all want to talk about hair. And again, make it a segment like now, but don't pun me to get here.
Me saying that I don't wear a Scully is
you don't have to bring me in it. Y'all could just have a hair conversation about locks. Hold on, the same thing y'all do with sneakers, and y'all be like, yo, Breeze, you don't know about this part, and y'all talk y'all shit. Do the same thing with locks. And just have a little
don't say that about you. That would be punning you, saying you don't know about this. Let's talk about hair.
Y'all do it with the sneakers. But you did it with the sneakers too. So what's the point? What's the difference?
Because that one would that
you don't get sensitive over sneakers, but you damn sure get sensitive over your hairline, Sherman Hemsley.
Bro, I'm good,
bro.
No,
the chat said he don't got the Stephen A. Smith yet. You gotta relax.
Chef hat. Y'all niggas got chef hats in the thumbnails. Y'all niggas don't want to be propping my shit. Always got some slick shit to say. Niggas don't want to prop my Chef Breezy. But hold on. If y'all niggas had aprons, I'll be propping y'all shit. This is the kind of funny shit y'all niggas be on. Don't be mad at me because I got a Chef Breezy hat and y'all niggas don't got a chef hat. Like y'all acting like y'all hat.
Like underneath a cap, a ball.
Like, I couldn't even tell it with the chef hat because you got the cap on.
Like a
bro, I keep it every episode.
No, I couldn't tell.
Niggas don't know over it.
I couldn't tell. I thought you had on a headband. I thought that shit was a headband.
Yo, this dude is
like I said, bro.
Right now, he's in his feelings.
Even talking about, bro.
He's in his feelings, man.
Like what are y'all? Listen, I came up to talk about some real shit. All right, hold on. I came to talk about some real shit. If you finish it, you're done.
Yo, I'm 15 minutes now, man.
I don't know why we talked about
it.
15 minutes.
Again, like I said, I came to talk about some real shit. I was gonna start the show and say I seen something on the internet. They talking about in 2026, in December 2026, from ages 18 to 26, they're gonna be drafting niggas. Like, I don't know how true that is, but bro, that's crazy. If they automatically making you go on a draft from the years 18, from 18 years old to 26, that's crazy. That I just want to get that out the way. So yeah, that's I don't want that to be an automatic thing. I think everybody should have their choice if they want to join. You know what I'm saying? The military. I don't think they should have the right to just automatically draft you because of your age. I don't like that.
Well, it used to be instituted back in the days, but where did you read this at? Like, where's the
I seen I didn't read it nowhere. I seen what's his name? I say a personality on it, Hot 97. He be reporting the news. I think his name Ray or something like that. Dark skin dude. I seen him report it on Instagram. Right before I came here too. Yeah, that's crazy.
I saw they're gonna be taking niggas up to like 42 though.
I said we just talked about that like last week or 2 weeks ago that they gonna have people all the way up until 42. If you got past weed convictions, all of that stuff, they still gonna let you rock out. So I mean, the signs is on the wall, man, and gearing up for a war. So if this true, then that's what it's gonna be, man. Like the draft was around before. And you know what I'm saying? Like when they needed bodies to be in the war. And unfortunately, that's a thing that they can do, yo. And it's ways around it, it's loopholes and stuff like that. Like if you have a family member that was a relative of someone that served in the military, if you are like the only male child for the bloodline to continue, that's another way you can not be drafted. So it's definitely ways you can go about not being drafted and things like that. But
yeah, but for the majority, it's terrible. Everybody not gonna be able to get into those loopholes and avoid it. Like that shit is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I'm saying, did you not know that there used to be a draft before? Like this is like this is history. Like it's it's been around.
No, bro, I'm not saying it as if I don't know or didn't know. I'm saying it as if it's fucked up and I don't like it. That's why I'm saying that. I'm saying I disagree with it. I know what it was. I know what it is, and I disagree with it. That shit is something that not my cup of tea. Not something I care for. I don't think that people should be just selected and then you put them in a situation where they could be taken from their family, taken from their job, taken from their girl, taken from it, whatever life they live in. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think they should be able to do that.
I think it's fucked up too, but I mean, it's a thing that happens, bro, and fuck can you do about it? Fuck can I do about it? Fuck can anybody do about it?
I'm just saying, I disagree with it. I'm speaking my opinion.
And if you don't see, the thing is, right now they got like if you can't apply for city jobs or none of that, you can't vote and shit if you don't register for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
But now you saying that they gonna make it automatic selective service, like automatic. Soon as you turn 18, you gotta go.
It's if they call you, I guess. I don't know this. I don't know the specifics. I can't read the fine print in the contract or nothing like that. But I know enough to know that that's what the buzz is. You know what I'm saying? And
because I know it's like that in certain countries already. Mm-hmm. Like in certain countries, like as soon as you turn 18, you shipped off, and then you got to serve a certain amount of time, and then you can either stay or come back depending on how it is. But shit, this ain't North Korea, man.
Yo, man, you see that in the comments right there. China and Russia are now supporting Iran. That's not a good thing, man, because then, you know what I'm saying, if they start building allies, this really is going to turn into something bigger, and that's probably why they gearing up for that shit, man. Like, nothing is by accident when it comes to the
that's what I was telling y'all before. This whole shit is about the US dollar and about all of these countries with dictators coming together and trying to take down the US dollar. So China, Russia, it was Venezuela, like all of these countries that got a dictator, they trying to form the alliance. I forgot what it's called, BRICS, I think. And that BRICS alliance is trying to take down, I think, I forgot who else is in it, but they trying to take down the dollar and make China, like, because it's all about what they trade in oil in. Because right now you have to trade for oil in US dollars, and they trying to make it so you could trade for it in Chinese money or in other money. And US is not trying to let that go down, because if that does go down, the US dollar is going to plummet overnight. And inflation is already high like a motherfucker. And imagine if tomorrow your dollar was worth 50 cents.
Fucked. Yeah. Like this is an ongoing topic that is not gonna go anywhere anytime soon, man. And I'm following it daily, you know, reading as much as I can about this stuff, man, because it's something that's gonna affect us. It may not affect us today. Well, it may be affecting us in a small range today with gas prices and things like that. And now with the surcharges that a lot of companies are about to start putting on their products because of the gas prices. So that's affecting us now, but this shit is going to affect us on a greater scale ongoing further unless something is done about it sooner than later. And like I was reading just the other day, like we were kind of getting close to some type of resolution because they were going to reopen the passage. But then the Lebanon shit happened. And then once that happened, because they had a ceasefire going on, they called a truce, basically a ceasefire for the moment. And then the shit in Lebanon happened. And then they're like, okay, well, that basically called off the ceasefire now. And now we're about to go back at each other type thing. But then I read something that they were saying, okay, well, maybe it didn't violate the terms of the ceasefire. So then maybe we can still, you know, keep going on. But now they're talking about that the passage is about to be closed again. Yeah, Israel fired on Lebanon, right? So the passage is about to be closed again. They're not reopening it. And that's where shit is getting dicey again, man. Like, and the more friction it is between the sides, the longer this is going to play out and the worse it's going to get, because then Iran is going to start really gaining more allies, man. And that right there, the more allies they get, the worse that this is possibly going to be, man.
And when y'all say allies, and just because I'm curious, y'all mean actually fighting allies? Because they said China and Russia not supporting them, or if they sending aid, like sending aid and
well, no,
or are they actually sending troops? Because if they start sending troops, that's
not the first step, though. The first step is always them just basically publicly backing them, saying we stand with them, we support them. And then once shit gets elevated to the next level, that's when they start sending them resources and stuff like that. And then that's basically the beginning stages of like major wars. Because when major wars happen is when sides form. You know, when it's basically like on some wrestling shit when you got Survivor Series, like one team of people versus another team of people.
But the reason why I even said that is because America been sending Ukraine weapons since the beginning of the Ukraine-Russia shit. Been sending them weapons all the time, but they didn't send any troops. You know what I mean? But they've been sending weapons the whole time. But if they actually sent troops there, I think that is an escalation.
Yeah, that's an escalation, and that's what I'm saying. Though all of this shit starts with being an ally on one level, and then once you're, basically coming together on one level, now if shit gets ratcheted up to the next level, you already know who's going to be the first ones with you. It's no different than like anything, you know what I'm saying? You get into a little trouble with your boys, and then maybe next thing you know, you're getting into a little bit more trouble because y'all got through the first set of trouble unscathed, so to speak, or whatever the case may be. You tested the waters, and now that the waters, you see the bonds is strong, nobody, said anything about this person or this person. Now you go ahead and do something more.
Mm-hmm. Well, thoughts and prayers for everybody involved. You know what I mean? And we are involved. You know what I mean? But we all are involved. But thoughts and prayers for all of us, man. And hopefully it don't get too far off the deep end. But it's looking like it's a slippery slope and shit rolls downhill.
Yeah, man. And that's why, like what Breeze started off with, the draft, might be coming back. Like, it's not surprising to me. It's unfortunate, but it's not surprising because people don't want to go into the military. And if we get to a point where it's going to be a war, who's fighting?
I can't even tell jokes because Bree's sensitive and shit. So I just thought of a real funny one, but I'm gonna keep it to myself though. I'm just
saying, I just see a pattern. I don't know why y'all feel the need to pun me every time y'all got a joke. You know what I mean? Like,
I make a joke on everything, but I'm gonna
let me hear it. I'm all ears.
I'm not gonna make a joke because you was already mad. It was just a joke.
I'm all ears.
No, I can't. I don't want you to get mad.
But why I bring it up? I'm not even mad.
Because I started laughing, and then I didn't want Peter to I was laughing at what he was saying.
What I'm saying is y'all done progressed. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is. But what I'm saying is this is your shenanigans. I'm telling you, I'm listening to the conversation progress. I don't know some of the stuff that P is talking about. I'm listening as on the panel, but as a fan too. Like, I'm into what y'all talking about. As in, I don't know everything that y'all saying, so I'm listening from y'all perspective. You feel a need to intervene to say that, and again, like I said, you could do that. But again, to add to the conversation, some of this generation didn't see US get attacked. I seen it. I was with GMO, and the Twin Towers got hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was crazy.
That's not even real though. Like, and that was real, but that wasn't even like a real military attack. Imagine if like Pearl Harbor happened in New York, like where a nigga really dropped a bomb though. Like, really
no, but what I'm saying is the generation now that wasn't there for that Twin Tower thing, they can't fathom that shit. Like, the US being attacked is far and in between. Our land not just getting attacked. That's
it was to us too before that happened.
For Americans,
right? Think about it. It was foreign to us. It didn't exist to us before that day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just like, yo, we live in a.
But that's what I'm saying. This generation don't know nothing about that. We know, but they don't know. So, them saying they want the youth to go out there to war, they ill prepared. You think these 18-year-olds is prepared to go to war? They not. They desperate, in my opinion. If you're trying to get a 42-year-old dude, he say, yo,
because if you go around to the hoods, the dudes who just did that unfortunate thing last week to that baby was 18 and 21, man, and they firing off a bike.
Little niggas running around with.
You telling me they ain't running around the hood firing shots left and right like crazy?
Some of them niggas do need to go. If they so infatuated with guns and shooting,
right.
Some of them niggas do need to go.
They've been shooting since they 15, 16, some of them. You mean to tell me they not the perfect candidates?
Bro, I'm not the one to say if they are. I'll just say that I think war is unfortunate, and the contrary, I know it's big business, but yeah, you're losing lives, not money. So that's crazy. You can't contrast
losing both.
Right, but
It's just
and over what?
War is expensive.
I know.
War is expensive, not only, for obviously human lives, but it's actually expensive, like money wise, to like all of that, the weapons and things like that. That shit is money.
Shit ain't cheap.
I don't think it's even that necessary when it comes down to it, far as money and.
But bro, if you listen to what Jay was saying about,
I was just about to say it's not necessary. So if it's not so necessary, and I'm not advocating for it either, but I'm not the one who make these decisions, so I'm not. It's above my pay grade. But you saying it's not necessary. But if tomorrow, because they didn't go to war, every dollar in your bank account turned to 50 cents, that's not necessary to you? That's just cool? Or you would fight for that?
I mean, that's leaving a lot of context out. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly that, bro. No, he's not leaving any context out. If you listen to what Jay has been trying to educate us on, Jay has been educating us on the origins of what all of this is about, and I've been trying to educate on the day-to-day stuff that I've been reading, bros, because we've been talking about this. You're the one that said, we're going to continue certain things and conversations. This is a conversation that we continue with. Jay has been educating us on what this is all about, the root of it, bro. And if you understand fully what the root of it is about, then you understand why everything is playing out how it is.
Bro, I still disagree with it. Even if I think that's where we differ. Just because
So you would be okay tomorrow.
Let me finish before you cut me off.
Jay's question.
Let me finish before you cut me off. Just because I don't agree with it, don't mean I don't understand it.
So answer Jay's original question. Would you be okay tomorrow if you woke up and every dollar that you had was now only worth 50 cents? Would you be okay with that?
No, of course not. But I don't think we gotta kill each other.
You don't have bro. This is what I'm saying. This is black or white. This is not about your feelings. This is what it is, and it's what it's going to be unless there's a conflict to make resolution. This has nothing to do with what you would want to see in a perfect world. This is where we are at right now. So it's not about how you feel. It's about what would you do if that happened tomorrow.
What would I do? I thought you said how would I feel. I would be upset about it.
I was asking about feelings, because you're saying you feel you don't want the war, and I get that. But if the war is to sustain your your current state of life, your current way of life right now, if the war is keeping that afloat, do you still not want it, or would you take 50 cents on every dollar just for there not to be a war?
I think that's a bad ultimatum and hypothetical. Of course, I won't
want
my
dollar. It's not a hypothetical.
That's not a hypothetical. That's a realistical.
But what I'm saying
is the reason why
I want my dollar without war. I want my dollar without war. So you want to pigeonhole me to say I want war because I want a dollar? No, you say that shit, bro.
But the war is for your dollar.
He's not saying it. It's actually what the war is over, bro. It's over. Oh my god,
bro!
Breeze,
I still disagree with it, bro. I don't.
Okay, so then you're saying yes, you would take. So you would take.
You're saying you're fine with that.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying both things could be true. I could get both. You're trying to give me the ultimatum where it can only be one. I disagree with that shit, bro. I think the propaganda tells us like you and Jay
what we are going through right now. And I don't understand why you just can't open up your eyes and realize,
bro.
This,
I understand. I realize it. Y'all just pigeonholing me to answer it one way, and I won't. For y'all niggas, I won't. And again, like I said, bro,
please, just keep being you, bro. Please.
You're being too argumentative right now. I'm not trying to argue with you.
I'm not trying to argue with you.
I'm just asking because hold on. Let me try to explain it again. And I'm not saying you don't understand, but I'm saying
go ahead, bro.
I'm not saying you don't understand. But I'm saying if the war is over, keeping the American dollar profitable, and you saying you don't want no war, and I don't either. But if they don't have the war, then we become poor. If they do have the war, you could keep the same standard of life. Like it's one or the other. Like I don't understand how. Like what you want to happen. You want China and them to just say, nah, we not gonna fucking take the dollar down. because I don't think they're just going to come up with that plan on their own and say, yo, we're not going to take the dollar down. We love the American dollar. They want to put their dollar up. They yuan or whatever. They trying to big they shit up and trade for goods in their own countries amongst them. And the U.S. is pretty much trying to block it because there's a certain way, a world order that's happening right now. They trying to bring forth a new world order and make shit different. So if you let them make shit different, our shit goes down.
So if China want to make their own goods and shy away from trades, why?
No, it's not that. That's not it. That's not what I said. China makes the world's goods. China is the world's manufacturer. That's what they've been doing for the past 60 years. That's why everything that we have says made in China, because China is the world's manufacturer. U.S. role in the world is supposed to be global peacemaker and trading for all oil in U.S. dollars. Now, if all of these countries stop trading for oil in U.S. dollars, the U.S. dollar will plummet overnight.
We're the bank, essentially. Right now, the way the system is set up, China makes the goods. You get your oil from the Middle East mainly. We're the bank. We are the go-between. We are the facilitator of things.
Conduit.
They're trying to cut us out. If they cut us out, do you understand how much that affects us? Because what are we really bringing to the table besides that role that we play?
So if we can't be the conduit, our dollar goes down, basically, right?
Yes, by a lot. Overnight, starting tomorrow. Like soon as they do that, right, make that deal and say, oh yeah, well, we just doing it amongst us, our shit plummets a lot. Like, and it's still some countries that's going to still fuck with us, but the world, like, it goes from having the world under the belt to having maybe 50, 35% of the world.
And how much of that affects exactly the percentage of how much that dollar falls.
Right.
So why are they entertaining Iran anyway? What could China, what could Iran offer China and with Russia as well?
The US came up. Just like I was saying, they're all dictator countries that could come together and work together to fight the big bad US. Now, I mean, that's part of it. And two, because it's the way, like, you think of the countries that it is Russia, China, Venezuela. These are all countries that are communists with dictators, and they want to run their shit a certain way. They don't want to have
friction with them for years, decades.
It's different ideals, different ways of life.
I don't see how the people benefit out of any of this shit, bro. I'm getting what y'all saying. I'm picking up what y'all putting down about the world politics, but the people not winning in this situation. You know what I'm saying?
What people?
Our people. You know what I'm saying?
We're losing definitely.
Based on for what I've seen thus far, since all of this,
we're all losing. Tomorrow,
since all of this
started, we're losing, bro.
No, but I'm just saying, since all of this started, we look like we've been on the losing end. It doesn't look like we've been on the winning side. You know what I'm saying? And that's terrible. You know what I mean? For one. For two, yeah, I get the whole thing of being the strong arm and the conduit, but, you know, as far as trades and the significance that China hold, you know, they seem like more of an independent country than the U.S., which begs me to ask, like, why we can't do some more of that, or what China doing, trying to make more things here, opposed to always having that outside.
Because in China, which is a communist country, they can pay niggas 2 cents an hour for labor, so then the goods only cost $19.99 when they get here. Here, they got to pay niggas minimum wage, which is $15, $20 an hour, whatever it is now. So if they had to pay everybody that shit, how much would the goods be if they was made here? They wouldn't be the same amount as if they was coming from China. They would be way more expensive. So everything is tied back to money.
And for that to happen too, especially if you think
like it's in like oppression on both sides some type of way.
No, but there are a lot of things made here, but there are certain things that aren't made here, and we just frankly don't have the expertise to make that. So now what this is basically going to do if it goes not in our favor, the whole system is going to have to be reset in so many different ways. And when that happens, there's going to be a huge learning curve involved. And when that happens, there's mistakes upon mistakes upon mistakes, which means you're going to be paying a premium for inferior goods that are made here just because we can no longer get them from other places. And that's a whole nother problem. Like, yeah, this shit is not good.
Yeah, this shit all bad. War being necessary, drafting 18 through 26.
Yo, if you really
I don't like how none of this shit.
If you really look at history, and I'm a big historian, man, I love history. All wars, for the most part, were unfortunately necessary at that time for some reason. Really look at them. Like, really go back and look at all the major wars. They were all necessary for some reason at that time.
Yeah, it should have just fucked up. Because nobody wants war. But well, except for Battle Beast from Invincible. Did y'all still ain't watch Invincible yet? That nigga wants war.
Still ain't watched that shit yet. It's so much shit I gotta watch. I'm just in like crazy busy season. It's April. My April's crazy.
Yeah. But that Invincible shit is crazy, bro. Last week's episode, they said it was like one of the best episodes in TV history or some shit. Shit got like a 9.8 on Rotten Tomatoes. Like that shit was
I seen that rating.
That shit was a crazy ass episode. And then this one yesterday was crazy too. But I'm just saying, like, nobody is like Battle Beast. You know what I mean? Nobody really just wants war and relishes in that shit.
Right. Nobody.
But it's just like, because it's going to hurt both sides. But both sides are fighting for something that they believe in. Mm-hmm. That's why they feel it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, whose way of life is going to prevail?
Right. Total different ideals. Like you said, shit is crazy, bro. It's unfortunate. It's crazy, man. But yo, switching it up real quick, man. Another war, but this is a different kind of war. Y'all see that Trick Daddy and the Alpha Kappa Alphas are at war with each other right now?
Did you see? I seen that.
The AKAs, the women?
Yeah.
The pink and green?
Yeah.
I seen that. Trick Daddy came out.
Ski or something like
that? Boy, aren't they? I don't know. The AKAs, I thought they were Alpha Kappa Alphas. I don't know. Whatever they are, I apologize.
Alpha Kappa Alpha is AKA.
Okay, yeah. There we go. Them. Yeah. They beefing with Trick Daddy because basically what happened, they hired him to like come to their big like national convention last week and perform. Right. And they said that they gave him a list of songs
not
to perform, like songs that was off limits.
But hold on, why would they even call Trick Daddy? Like they supposed to be like one of those women empowerment type of sororities. Skiwi is all it. Why would they?
You heard he had a defense. His defense, he pulled up. He was like, "Yo, first and foremost, I gave y'all half the price because I did it for somebody that I know. And second off, you know what kind of music I got."
He said he said they never gave him a list. That's where it's conflicting stories here.
Right, but
like, I never got no list. Like, why would you? He literally said something like, "Why would you give Trick Daddy a list? You know not."
Yeah. He said, "You know what kind of music I make." He said, "You know what kind of music I make. Why you?" But you thought what's going to happen when I got on stage? Like basically,
I don't know.
Like, well, I don't know.
No, I don't know the list. They said it's
because I wouldn't know what's on the list.
Like nobody, none of the news outlets that I seen this on had the list. So where shit was crazy because he posted some videos. He posted like 2 videos of all of them like having fun, enjoying themselves, like listening to the music, having a good night. And then they posted a video when everybody got offended. Well, not everybody, because it was still people dancing, but there was a nice part of the crowd like getting upset and like you could see them like walking out the doors and stuff or getting off the dance floor, all of that type of stuff. And this is when, and I'm pre-pausing myself, when he threw jump on the and it was some that was very offended by this, and it was others still dancing, enjoying, having a good time. So I don't know where this list is. I would love to see this list. I would love to know what songs are on this list. Just think about it. The Trick Daddy Dollars that I know, it's a lot of songs that, like, what the fuck was he actually allowed to play?
Bro, I ain't hear nothing about no list. All I heard him say in his defense, I heard the way he was singing.
Did you hear what the AKA style? Did you hear that style?
They showed the video where they was walking out, like they was listening to the music, and then I guess they were appalled, and they just flabbergasted that he had the audacity to have such a song. But he looking at them like, y'all must not know who I am. Like, of course I'm gonna perform this song. Like, remember the he said, you thought I was gonna perform Sweat Off My Balls? So for the thing,
right. Before, please, under no circumstances will you perform the sweat of your balls.
Yeah, nah, he ain't jacking none of that shit.
Nigga came out and said, and you could feel
shit crazy, bro. So yeah, I seen it, but his defense was tough. He was like, they should have known that.
And this is a Google Chat GPT. I forgot what they call the Google's Chat GPT, but it said that there was a pre-approved song list. So it wasn't what you can't perform. It was more about which songs you can perform. So they gave him a list of songs to pick from to perform from, and I guess he went outside that list. But just because, and the thing is, I know from working with a lot of people in the industry, just because you give a list to someone who works for the person, don't mean the person actually got the list ever.
Right.
So because you could have gave it to their peoples, and the peoples never gave it to him, or never gave it to the DJ, or never gave it to who because he might not have been even in charge of who picked the songs.
I just pulled up the official letter, and it was from Miss Tiffany Moore Russell. She's the South Atlantic Regional Director of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And she basically, I'm not going to read the whole letter, but I'll just kind of get to the point what she said. And she basically said, we contracted Trick Daddy, a rapper from Miami, to perform a selected list of songs after our Step and Stroll competition on Friday night. We met several times with him and his team to detail our requirements, including attire, language, and specific songs. Unfortunately, our requirements were ignored. The language, the lyrics, and the comments made by the artist were not acceptable, and I ended the performance because of the disrespect for our organization and for our brand.
Okay, well put. Well put.
So, yeah, I don't know whether they met. She said they met. There was a list. He talking about there wasn't no list. I'm Trick Daddy Dollars. So I don't know where the disconnect is here, man. I really don't.
The only thing for me is, did he get paid his Trick Daddy Dollars? And if he got paid,
if it's like most, it's probably half up front and half after. He probably got the half up front.
Listen, and honestly, he probably got it all then, because really it's half up front, meaning before the day, and when I show up, I get my other half.
Right.
So as soon as I arrive on the premises, I'm not getting even on stage until I get my other half.
So yeah, maybe he
probably did get paid.
I don't know.
But hey.
Yeah, that shit though. Yeah, that was a crazy story I read the other day, man.
Man, well, did you hear about Mason them? Mason Cam.
Yeah.
Apparently they got a award for a podcast award, right? And I thought that shit was hilarious because they got a podcast award and Cam wasn't able to go with him to the acceptance of said award. And in May's speech, he said, Cam finally listened to me and we finally won. he's like, because when we was in the garden, he wouldn't pass me the ball and we lost. And then when we was rapping, he went around dissing me and everything. But this time with the podcast, he finally listened to me and we finally won. And this nigga Cam said he went and got the ball. the ball from the
Right,
garden
yeah.
on the podcast to pass it to him personally. I cried.
Yeah,
I gotta see that part.
that's a heartwarming story, man. Salute to them dudes, man. Nah,
Right.
seriously, man. They had a whole story on how they spoke and didn't speak and how everything going with the podcast now. I'm glad they got a successful podcast, man, on some real shit. So they deserve that award, man. For real. They deserve it. Facts.
Right. I don't even know who gave him the award, but I just thought it was hilarious that
It was like the Ace Awards or something like that. I don't really know too much about that. I've heard of it before, but I don't really know much about the Ace Awards.
But he gonna get up there and talk about
I think it was the best podcast award, something like that. They got the best podcast.
No, it wasn't the Webbies. The Webbies is like the best podcast shit and all of that right now. Like the you know, the main podcast thing. I don't know what the Ace Awards is. I heard of it, but I don't know what. Yeah, no.
But to get up there in front of everybody,
They never let him
pass me the ball in the garden is crazy. I mean,
Right.
Cam didn't pass me the ball. In the
Right.
garden.
30 something years ago.
Right. He's like, we could have been in the NBA if this nigga would have passed me the ball.
Makes a real one for that.
Yo.
You always remember that. Every argument he in with that shit. Should have passed me that ball, man. That ass.
Facts.
Word.
That shit is hilarious. But shout out to May, shout out to Cam, you know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to Jackie Young real quick, y'all. She the
Who that?
first. That shit just happened a little while ago. She played for the Aces. It just happened like 30 minutes ago. She became the first official WNBA player to sign $1 million contract, man. So shout out to her.
Oh, shout out to her.
Nice. Salute for that. Nah, facts.
So that's what's up.
Facts. Yo, again, I remember we was talking about how it's the same thing for the WNBA and what they did with the union for them to get the $1 million contract. Salute to them. They doing a great thing. You know what I mean? But I still don't believe that. I don't agree the rappers is that easy. Like I was watching this and I thought about y'all.
Because what? The little TJ shot Offset?
Yeah, exactly. When I seen that, I said, how are they gonna get a union? The WNBA players ain't shooting each other. You know, when
they elbowing each other, in the mouth.
Hold up.
It's not the same thing, bro.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's still physical disputing.
Bro,
Man,
they're going past this.
I heard that.
I heard he also got hit in the hip.
I heard that there's a lot of different dynamics in the WNBA because it be couples on the team sometimes and couples playing against like your ex-wife is on the other team, and like my ex-wife could dunk on a couple on the other team, like that.
Or your best friend of the ex-wife
and your girl,
like or the person that they cheated on the ex-wife with playing against.
Yeah, like that's kind of crazy.
A jersey swap could set some shit off.
So you can't tell me an elbow to the grill ain't it ain't some intention and purpose behind it, man.
Yeah. No, I'm not taking nothing away, but it ain't the same as them pulling out guns. I would say the WNBA has more decor, more, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? Than these rappers. These rappers are not professional. They're, you know what I mean? Portraying themselves as thugs and hooligans.
They don't all gotta get in the union though.
Businessmen get a union.
That's the thing about unions. You got unionized workers and you got ununionized workers. You know what I'm saying? So they don't necessarily have to get into the union.
So hold on. So you saying certain actions won't make the union?
If they don't get the benefits of being in the union and getting the same treatment in the situations that people are in the union get, then that's on them for not being in the union.
Again, it would be quite the feat to see that shit happen, bro. Like y'all know, I'm like big on optimism.
It would just take people to have an open mind.
I gotta see with my own eyes for me.
It would take for people to have an open mind, man. If you go into a situation with the mindset of anything is possible, if you just actually put some time, energy, and effort towards it, put some brain power towards it, can make it happen. But when it comes to you know, like going into a situation already not thinking it's going to work, it's probably not going to work. Like, yo, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. I love that saying because it's all about your mind, bro. It's all about the mindset.
I would love to see it happen in my day. I would love to see it happen in my day. I would love to see a KRS-One or somebody that, you know what I mean, who Black Thought and KRS-One start a hip hop union or somebody that will be responsible, not just the most popular guy, but somebody responsible. You know what I'm saying? Somebody maybe that raps about money, that can speak to the finances of the union, you know, it just et cetera, the whole operations of it all. You know, who will be the engine behind it? Like, it would be nice to see. You know, I put positive energy to it. You know, we put it in the universe already. It'd be great to see if they actually, you know what I mean, attempt it at least. You know what I'm saying? The closest thing I heard, and this is all smoke and mirrors, mystery and shit, is that there was supposed to be a distribution company between Dame Dash, I think, forget who, I think dude in Houston, and I forget, but it was rumors about distribution. And the reason why I say that is because, like I said in the last episode, you make it hard for independent artists to make money if the streaming companies are in bed with the record companies. If the artists have a situation where the streams, they would get paid more for the streams, they wouldn't necessarily, they could shy away from bad contracts. But if the streaming company and the record company are in bed with each other, they put artists at a difficult in an awkward situation for the do business where it behooves them. Sometimes I don't think they how you say, just always gullible and unwillingly taking bad contracts. I think they just, you know, put in a bad spot where they like, I have to take this contract. You know what I'm saying?
Where union comes into play, because then they can reset the market.
Yeah.
That's exactly where they can reset the market right there, man. So we're stronger together than we all part. Doesn't matter what life that is.
Speaking
of that union, would y'all let Pooh Shiesty in the union? Does Pooh Shiesty get in?
he be don't allow in the building.
You gotta
security will have him, don't allow him in the union building.
In the union.
What happens when you kidnap your boss because you think he signed you to a bad deal?
Yeah, it might be time for the union to revoke your membership, man.
And as a union member, if you go from rapper to label owner, do you get kicked out the union or are you still in the union?
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I'm not the person to answer all those questions. I just know they need to do something better than what they're doing now. That's all.
But you know, you got to talk out these type of things to even figure out how it would happen. Because think about it, a lot of the rappers, like, because remember they used to always say that, like, if you were a rapper signed to a rapper, is that rapper going to take your career more serious than he's taking his own career?
Right.
Because they were saying that about. Because I feel like at one point, MMG was one of the biggest labels in the game, but everybody was like saying, yo, Meek and Wale and them, how y'all gonna sign to Ross? And Ross trying to be a rapper himself. So is he gonna let you outdo him? But
that's facts.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting topic. Interesting.
Something better than nothing, though, man. They got to figure something out.
True.
Like, but not only that, like,
I just thought about this real quick, not to cut you off, to go back to your streaming point, right? I don't think that's a tough one, because it was so much easier to monetize music before, because, you know, people were going to buying actual copies of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, with it not being actual copies, I think it's because the companies are making less off of each stream or each play, or however they're counting it. They're getting a smaller cut too, because, you know, What were they getting at CD's highest points before they really became obsolete? What was a CD like $15, $17, right?
Yeah, I was about to say 20.
Yeah,
$20.
Yeah, so them shits was up there. So now, if I'm making $20 every time I sell a copy of this album, I got a bigger pie to now cut the artist in, as opposed to every time I sell this album to this streaming platform, or I don't even know if that's how it works, but if I'm Def Jam, am I getting money from Spotify every time I sell them an album? Am I getting money from Pandora every time I sell them an album? Like, I don't know if that's how that works. And if that is how that works, I'm pretty sure it's not $20.
It's terrible, bro. It's terrible.
I mean? Because even back then, artists were getting like when the CD was $20, artists were still getting less than $1 a CD.
Right.
Anyway,
but now they getting like 2 cents a stream.
0.0. Like right. I think
that's why Koch was a big deal. Remember Koch with Cameron and Biggie, and he was giving independent deals where they was getting bigger cuts off of the sale. Like if you sell a CD not for $20 but for like $10, they was getting like $6, and then Koch was taking like $4. You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all remember that wave. But to answer your question, I looked it up. Tidal pays between, bro, they don't even pay a penny per stream. None of these Apple, Tidal, Spotify, Amazon. Amazon is the closest one to penny, right? Amazon is the closest to a penny, paying 96 cents per stream.
Okay, so what are they? Can y'all see if you can find out what are they paying like the record companies to get the album, to get the rights to play the music? Because I'm pretty sure they're paying something for that, and that probably is what quantifies what they're paying them, the artists, like, because it's all true.
Yeah, I always feel I'm always on the side of the artist. Let me just start there. I'm always on the side of the artist.
Whose side you on, bro? I'm just asking you. See, here you go making it personal. Like, let's go with the facts right here for a second, man.
No, but what I'm saying is, I know you like to take the side of the business and the business.
No, I like to take the side of the facts, bro. I like facts over feelings.
Okay, so feelings don't do shit. Fact that you asking me for, I don't know that specific stat. Or case in point is, off of what we do know.
No, but I'm just saying you just looked up the percentage for that. Now I'm asking you at the same device that you looked up the percentage for what the artists are getting. Can you not try to see if you can find?
No, that's what I was trying to say. I don't think it really works like that. I don't think the labels are really paying to put the music on the streaming sites. I think they're letting them get, and then they breaking down like they license it to them. I don't know if they're the licensing fee, because I put music up all the time, but they breaking them off from what is like, because you don't have to put your music up there. You want to put your music up there, because if your music isn't there, then it's not where it's supposed to be, where people are checking for music. So
the way how it works,
like if it's on YouTube, like you could come out with your video and only put it on your website, and people will come to your website and watch it. But if it's not on YouTube, so many people are going to be on YouTube and just not see your video. So it's
question: when the streaming services are paying out the artists, are they?
But they might pay the record label like as a whole, like for
that's what I was trying to figure out,
catalog or something like that, because the performance rights organizations, which are similar to unions like ASCAP and CSAC and all of those people, they collect revenue on behalf of the artists, and and then the distributors like TuneCore, CD Baby, and all of those people, they have licenses with the streaming services to upload your music to there. But I don't know if they're paying or if they're getting a percentage off the music that they're putting up.
Mm-hmm. All right. But what I do know is that artists say they make their most money doing the tours. They get the bulk money, 25,000, 35, big numbers like that on tours. And I guess it makes sense because you're filling up stadiums or whatever you filling up. You know what I mean? The venue, whatever venue you're filling up, it grants you that payment. You know what I'm saying? But I do still feel like the streaming companies could pay more, especially for up and coming artists, because it just seemed like, of course, a big artist who probably is signed to a label is going to fill an arena. You know what I'm saying? They don't necessarily have to worry about coming up making money from the streams. But there's a lot of artists that it will suffice. If the numbers were more fair, it would be good money. You know what I'm saying? And I think you would see more independent artists. But again, that's just me being a fan of hip hop, not necessarily what the machine be pushing. But
and
that's just my take on it.
You said that P is always on the side of big business. It's just that you be on the side of ideals and he be on the side of like saying how business works, right. Because there's nothing to incentivize the companies to just say, you know what, we paying y'all less than a penny. I'm gonna just start paying y'all $1 a stream from now on, just because I feel good. Like, I threw a James Brown this morning and said, I feel good. And
like I said, the ones that created it don't control it, and they exploiting a lot of artists, and I don't like it. I know the business side of it. Y'all could articulate it as much as y'all want. I still don't like it. And again, I'm gonna get into my personal opinions. That's artists can choose.
Artists can choose not to put their music up there and just go sell their music for what they want to sell it for. Like Nipsey Hussle. Oh, wait, before you stop. Nipsey Hussle went and said, yo, I'm going to sell my album for $100 an album. And if you want it, come buy it. And if you don't, you can't listen to it. Simple. But if you choose to put your music in somebody else's hands and let them charge what they want to charge for, you get paid what they offer. That's a choice.
I guess.
No, it's facts.
Okay, it's facts.
Oh man, facts over feelings, man. That's all I can say,
listen, at the end of the day, like I said, be business savvy. As a lot of
podcasts on YouTube and just sell it to people one by one for $5 a podcast.
Right.
I employ all artists to be business savvy because it is a music business. I know a lot of artists, they get into it with their feelings and emotions and passions and dreams. But be business savvy, because ain't nothing but savages out here trying to exploit you for everything you are and everything you got. So please, from a fan of hip hop, please be business savvy to move in a room full of snakes and vultures. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm gonna argue on the side of business this time, just because as a business person, I'm gonna say, I'm giving you a platform for you to show your music to everyone that you want to see it. And if you don't want this platform, I need to be paid for my platform that I'm allowing you to put your music on, because I've built a platform that has 2.5 billion people on it. And if you want to show the people to your music to your people one by one, have fun with that. But if you want to get in front of my 2.5 billion people, then you get the 0.3 cents that I give you. That, because that's what they're gonna say.
Yep. And unless a whole collective of artists decide to all say, fuck this, we're not accepting this.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. Onesie twosies ain't gonna do shit, man. Gotta be a movement.
I feel like that's what they tried to do with Tidal. When Tidal first came out, Hov was saying he was going to give the artist more this, that, and the third. And then look what happened. They bigged it up, sold it to somebody else, and it's back to where it was.
Yeah. And it never really did what it was supposed to do. Like, ideally, it was a great thing to come up with. But they didn't see it out. I think they were a little bit impatient with it. I think that they thought it was going to bubble right off the jump. And because it didn't, and it was slow to kind of get going, it didn't make what they thought it was going to make. So they canned it and they cashed out before they lost too much money on it. It's another thing in business, man. You got to know when to sell if it's some shit that you got to sell, man. Otherwise, you could lose everything.
Facts. But
they had the right idea with Tidal. I wish it was successful, though.
Y'all seen what Barry talking about?
Did you buy Tidal? Did you subscribe to Tidal?
Yeah, I think I subscribed to Tidal.
So I will say Breeze is usually on top of supporting shit, because he bought the URL app. I would have never bought the URL app because I feel like that shit. I said it was, if it's for the culture, I thought it was free for the culture. Smack gotta know most battle rap fans is not copying the app. But they will support you by watching it and coming to the shows. But most fans not copying the app. But I understand Smack wanting to get his money.
Business ain't free.
Bro, he was avoiding YouTube.
Just like you were saying about the platform.
It's crazy.
Like it's not free. Like it's not free to get on that platform. Since it's not free to get on the platform, shouldn't be free to experience the platform either. Like money's got to circulate for everybody to keep the business floating. If not, it turns into a failed business venture.
Right.
I get that. Smack. He right about. In my opinion, I agree with the Smack app because the cut from YouTube. YouTube is going to take their piece. So whatever Smack gets after YouTube takes their piece, then he got to pay these artists. You got Murder Mook jumping out saying what he getting in contracts. That's going to, you know what I'm saying, have other battle rappers knocking at your door like, yo, I think I should be getting X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So the cut is crazy, in my opinion, for Smack because of YouTube and what they take. And he having to divvy that up after YouTube take what they take. Yeah, supported by getting the app. You know what I'm saying? Supported by getting the app. That business model makes sense. And maybe that's because I know that YouTube takes their cut. You know what I'm saying? And I know that they could take their percentage. You know what I mean?
Everybody
with his app.
And that was
with the app. Yeah, but it's my thing was I got that part, but it's still an unfair cut. You know, it's not that I don't understand.
But do you know how much? And this is why I go back to this. Until you know,
I don't know what they're getting, but I still
you don't know if it's fair or not. You can't speak on it, bro. You're speaking on something that you're not.
Bro, this is a podcast. I can speak on anything I want. What are you talking about, bro? I'm talking about what I know. I'm saying what I've seen.
Again, like I said, bro, you feelings over facts and facts over feelings. So we always gonna disagree when it comes to shit like this because I give a fuck about it.
We gonna disagree. I give a fact about. I care about facts, and I
give a fact about a fact.
I care about facts, and what I'm saying is, I read the facts to what the stream pays per song, and it's atrocious. I don't give a fuck. Listen, hold on, no. This is what I'm saying. This is what hold on. But let me finish. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you the facts, and then I'm gonna get to the feelings. The facts is this. That's what they pay per stream. I disagree with that. I feel like they make enough to pay more per stream. Now I don't have the evidence to show it, but that's where I stand at. I still stand there regardless of me researching that. Bro,
that's a feeling. That's not a fact.
Bro.
If you don't know,
you don't know the facts neither, bro. You don't know the facts neither. You don't know it either until you can pull up the information.
I don't. Which is why I'm not saying it's fair or not fair. Which is why I'm not.
What I'm saying is, don't try to pontificate like you know everything because you don't, my nigga.
I'm not doing that though, Breeze. All I'm saying is I'm not going to take a stance because I'm not educated on the debate
or why I'm saying what I'm saying. You pull up the content to fight that debate. Right. Or otherwise, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro.
Yo,
like I pulled up the information to have my debate.
For your side,
you want me to go pull up the information? You pull it up, nigga. No, nigga, you pull it up. You pull it up.
Like how biased is that? How biased is that?
Right.
Bro, I'm on the side of the artist. So what? I'm on the side of the artist. You could be on the side of them.
I'm on the side.
Well, look, my question is.
At the end of the day, I said what I said. I don't know why you're doing this when I'm telling you the truth. That I'm on the side of the artist.
You're telling me your truth, not the truth.
Because what they pay your truth, not it's atrocious. It's atrocious.
But look, how can you be on the side? How you saying you on the side of Smack in the goddamn app by supporting the app because he took his shit off of the major streaming platform and did it himself? But why wouldn't you be supporting the artist doing that? Like you just want the streaming services to pay more, but not them take their shit off and start their own shit like Smack did, because that's what you're saying works. You said,
but two things can be true. Like two things can be true. They could do both. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about the facts and what I've seen, what they pay per stream. I think they could do better. That's all I'm saying.
How much do they make? If I only make $5 off something, how can I afford to give you $4?
Stop asking me the same question.
$5 off something, how can I afford to give you $4?
Stop asking me the same question.
If you pull up the operating costs,
you don't have the facts. I have the facts of the matter for what I'm debating. You don't have the facts of what you're talking about. You're asking me to go get it.
No, nigga, you go get it. In order to have a
you go get it.
You go get it.
Then you get it. You get it. I said what I said.
Why?
For the facts that I'm
I don't give a fuck about it. You the one that's passionate about it and care about it and got your Victoria's Secrets in a up your ass.
I ain't got no Victoria's Secrets, nigga. You got your Victoria's Secrets, nigga. Fuck out of here. At the end of the day, I said what I said. And I stand where I stand.
You the one that's in your feelings about it. All I'm trying to say is
you can't take a stance on
something until you know both sides.
Like I said, you don't stop asking me to go get the content. You go get it. And if you don't care about it, don't keep asking me to go get it. I'm not going to go get it for you.
He's not asking you to go get it. He's asking you to get it because
I'm not getting that shit, bro. Right?
Oh my God.
Ignorance.
Bro, he's trying to understand. He's trying to understand if the labels even have the capacity to pay more per stream, because one, there's fucking 2 million trillion billion artists that they would have to pay. So how much can they pay and keep the website up and have ads and like how much all this other stuff costs to be able to pay Little Johnny who put up his song yesterday? That's what he's trying to figure out. He's not telling you go figure it out. He's trying to figure out, for the sake of the conversation, how much.
Asked me to go get the content. I told him no.
Because you was just on your phone looking up how much the artists get paid from the streaming services. So I figured, since you figured out one side of it, why not just Google using the same device that you just used to figure out the other side, so we can actually have an educated and informative conversation about this instead of it just being one-sided feelings.
Bro, it's not one-sided feelings. I pulled up facts and I went from you heard my opinion.
One
from
side. Pull up the other facts now.
Nah, I don't want to. You pull it up.
Exactly. Because that's ignorant.
You don't care about it. So
I pulled it up.
Leave it at that.
I pulled it up.
I
pulled it up. It says streaming services typically pay 65 to 70% of their revenue as royalties, meaning they keep roughly 30 to 35% of revenue generated from ads and subscriptions. For the artist, this usually results in a payout of usually between 0.003 and 0.005 per stream. So it seems like they're paying out more than they're keeping.
Exactly.
Okay. I don't believe that's
so. How much more do they have to give, Breeze? The NBA and give the players 51% and the owners get 49%. That's how the money works out. The artists are getting 60-something% and the companies are getting 30-something%. And you want more?
So, and then if they give out more to the artists, then if the streaming site goes out of business, then where will the artists put their music? Like when they start giving out 90% to the artists, and then there's no more YouTube because of it, then where do the artists put their music?
I ain't say they gotta dominate. The artists gotta dominate on the percentage. I'm saying it could be more.
They are dominating.
They already dominate 2-1.
And that's what it says. Streaming service.
If that's what it say. If that's what it say.
But this
that's
is just
the fact of the matter. That's what it say.
That's all I was saying is you need all the information in order to have a conversation, a stance. You have to be informed. You can't just go, oh, it's unfair because they make less than a penny. Okay, what does that pie look like that's being split for them to get that penny?
If they're getting less than a penny, it's not like the streaming service is getting $1 per stream. I don't think
they're getting less than that.
Bro, I feel like at the end of the day, to end my soliloquy with this, because we get hour 18 in, I think they didn't want the physical sales no more of the CDs and the albums, so they could exploit the artists with the streaming services. In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
Them, though, bro. That's what happened. People wanted digital music, and people stopped buying hard copies.
Nobody stopped it. You can still sell a CD right now.
Right.
You can still sell a fucking flash drive with your music on it. You can sell a digital code, but it's just easier to put your music on a streaming service where everybody is already listening to music. That is a courtesy, not a fucking, you don't have to do it.
And it's access too. Now all you have to do, instead of getting a musical device, You can pull out your phone, your laptop, turn on your TV, whatever, music, right there on the streaming service.
And then if you don't put your music up there, you feel left out as an artist, but you can sell it to every person you come in contact with on a daily basis and make more money than the streams.
Right. You might just be moving 10 units that day, maybe 100 units that day, as opposed to in a streaming service, you getting 100,000 spins in a day.
Right. You could get 100 streams on streaming service, 1,000 streams on streaming service, but if you sell your album hand to hand to 10 people, you made more money than the streams.
Right.
So artists probably should focus on that. But it is what it is. Like, I just don't see why it's not like because he's making it seem like the fucking labels and the streaming service got niggas by the balls and making them do this. Like, I don't think they do.
Everybody got a choice, man. They all got a choice.
We can disagree to disagree, but we ain't got to go back and forth the whole time.
Tomorrow I could wake up and decide I don't want to go to work and quit my job. That's my choice. I don't have to go. We all got choices, man.
Well, listen, Pooh Shiesty didn't have a choice. That's why he
according to himself.
That's why he made a choice, because Gucci didn't want to pay him $25 million. And if a nigga owe you $25 million, what are you gonna do about it?
But how accurate is that number?
That's crazy.
Well, they said it's how much the song was making while he was away in jail or whatever.
25 mil though.
That's what they say.
Come on, man. Like, bro, like, think about this, right? So we just right off the topic of how much they making per stream, how much the company's making per stream, all of that. How, like, yo, bro, was his shit streaming that much for 25 million worth?
That was one of the biggest songs. Like, and for independent artists like that, or small artists he had 2 top 10 hits or some shit like that. And the remix, like
25 mil though, I don't know, man. That's a big number.
And think about over 2 years while you were away. The song got 491 million streams on Spotify alone.
How many you said?
491 million.
All right, hold up. Let me do some math real quick.
And that's Spotify alone, but it says with massive streaming numbers with
you said 491 mil?
Yeah. And then if you talking about the remix, it has 1.2 billion total streams.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna do this one first, and then I'm gonna do that one. So, all right, and then how much is the percentage that they cut per stream?
It was like 0.003, I think it was. Like, let's go there.
What you said? Who title?
0.07.
Wait, hold up. I couldn't hear.
Title you talking about?
Whichever one Jay just
you
gave
said. You
me
asking me title?
Was it Spotify? I think.
Yeah, Spotify.
Spotify is 3 cents per stream. 3%. The max is 5 cents.
So 5 cents or 5?
That's the max per stream.
You sure it wasn't 0.005?
Right, because I thought we was getting less than a penny.
Oh yeah, pardon me. It is less than a penny. Let me be clear. It is 0.003 to 0.005.
So put 0.004 just
right. I'll do the median. 0.004. All right. So that right there is 1.9 million.
All right.
What's Gucci Mane cut?
And then they said,
this is what I'm saying.
But think that's
only 1.9 just from Spotify. The other one was 1.2 billion.
Yeah, they said across various platforms, 1.2 billion total stream.
All right,
bro.
All right, and then I'm gonna just do point, because was Spotify lower or higher or in the middle of everything, like Breeze for each week?
I think it was
Spotify was. It's probably one of the worst.
One of the worst.
Yeah, because you got Amazon Music got 0096. That's closest to $1. Apple Music is no. They better than Apple Music, and they better than Tidal. So yeah, you could say they. SoundCloud is damn bad. This shit all bad.
All right, so I'm gonna do
this shit is
it's
all
not
bad.
Breeze, it's not bad. See, here you go back to that again. How much more do you want them to get of the pie?
Well, look, it says
you want the company to fold.
It's a Napster, Qbuzz, and Tidal pay almost those pay almost over a cent, I think.
All right, so I'm gonna just do. For sake of doing some math, I'm gonna just do 0.006.
All right, and then times the 1.2 bill.
Yeah, that's 7.2 million.
All right.
So and already right there, that's almost 10 M's right there.
And then you got to factor in merch and shit like that you selling on his behalf.
All right, so that's how much all of that generated. Now back to
that's only one
question.
Song. That's one song, not to mention the other songs and album that he dropped the album in half or some shit like that.
Well, back to Breeze's question, what does his contract look like with Gucci?
True.
You know what I'm saying? What's Gucci's cut? Like, so again, you can't.
The other thing was, hold on,
you signing that shit,
and you got to think about the emotional toll. You know what I mean? Because they said his cousin died. His cousin was also signed to the label. I think cousin died, and then Gucci promised to pay for the funeral. Funeral came out to like 60,000. Gucci sent them 20,000 and told him have a nice day.
Damn.
Like, and that probably hurt you, know what I mean? Because your cousin died, or the family is looking at it like, yo, this big Gucci man supposed to say he paying for the funeral, and he didn't even pay for half of it.
That might have been the icing on the cake that really made everything bubble up to the point where it got to that, what happened.
But I think that's how he know he was getting robbed by Gucci Mane. Because he probably didn't know until
he asked for the chain back too.
Like, because I think the whole thing will not to take Pooh Shiesty's side, but I think his logic is if you're gonna rob me, I'm gonna rob you. Because I think if Pooh Shiesty perspective is I made enough money off this one song to pay for that whole funeral. Me asking you for 60,000, this shouldn't be no problem. So
and to ask for the chain back sounds crazy. Like they said, like to send back the dude who died, like send his chain back. Like the chain, the 1017 chain he had. I'm gonna need that.
He violated.
That's kind of crazy. But you never know what was said between these conversations. And because the thing is, if you are offering what you offering for the funeral, and 20,000 ain't nothing, it's something. But if after that they say, fuck you, yo, bitch ass nigga, we ain't never fucking with you again. Fuck that. Fuck you, fuck your label. And then a nigga say, send that chain back then. Like, I don't know. Maybe he might want the chain back. But
they just got pride. That was all pride at that point.
Right. Because that's some petty shit to say still. Yeah. Because like you could get another chain, you're gonna sign another artist, you're gonna give somebody dead, like a dead man's chain away to another artist. Like, what you about to do with it?
Right.
But I don't know. Tough situation.
Hell yeah, man.
Bad contracts lead to that type of shit, man.
Oh
yeah. Fucking bad contracts.
Unionize, man. So hopefully they do it. They probably won't, but it could be done. It should be done. But
one of the I wanted to say this. One of the coolest things that I seen today was I Show Speed is officially getting his own anime series with Netflix. One Piece writer Matt Owens writing the project.
That's cool.
Nah, that's what's up.
I think him doing that.
Pushing him right now hard. He gonna be in WrestleMania.
I think that trip to Africa, it kind of is. I think he was always into anime, but with that trip to Africa, that African world tour he did, I think that took him over, like popularity wise and knowing just everybody knowing who he is and all of that. this anime fitting to be big, man. I know you was talking about Invincible, and I'm gonna definitely, follow up on it. But I'm interested in seeing this. Like, I'm gonna watch this immediately.
Yeah, bro. This dude
probably a 10%.
Like I said, this dude is gonna be wrestling at WrestleMania, not just like in the audience. You know what I'm saying? So that's how popular this dude is. Here's a dude that don't wrestle, and they throwing him in a match with wrestlers to just capitalize on his popularity. He been on wrestling the past couple of months, so on Netflix. So Netflix is smart as hell, man. Like, they're not just gonna promote you in one aspect. If they're doing something with you, they're gonna cross promote you in a bunch of different avenues that they do, so they can really get people from all different audiences to see what you do and become a fan of you. They're smart as hell. They do that shit with the comedians. Now they're doing this shit with podcasters. Like, yo, cross promotion is the way, man.
Well, how much do Netflix pay for a stream?
Right. The comedian dude, Fluffy, Dave Chappelle, none of these dudes that got Netflix deals is complaining about their deals, man.
Nah, that's a fact.
Why?
That dude Fluffy's funny as hell, man. Y'all ever seen that dude, man?
Now that I think about it, I don't think Netflix pays per stream. That's the problem. They give you your lump sum and then they own it afterwards.
Yeah.
That's true. That's so we.
Like, I don't know how they do with the podcast now, because they got a lot of like a section just for podcasts.
Yeah, I heard the new Rory and Mal show is on there now too. I didn't watch it on Netflix yet.
Joe and Jada is on there. They got a Netflix deal.
I don't know if I like them. I feel like they're monopolizing.
Huh?
I feel like even after that whole thing with them not winning that, with them not winning that deal with the Warner Brothers and all of that stuff like that, I remember you saying something that they didn't win it or whatever. But after that, they still leveled up. They got the podcast. They doing this now with and again, it's not just I Show Speed. I'm a fan of him. He's one of the biggest entertainers in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? For them to create an anime, it's like one of the first I've ever seen. I've never seen no shit like this, bro. I've never seen somebody just get an anime off the humble like that, bro. That shit is.
Yo, he's
innovative. Very innovative.
You know what I'm saying? He's got what the French call "I don't know." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all ain't picked up on that.
Je ne sais quoi.
There we go. Right. That's you know what I'm saying? He's just got that magnetic personality, man. Like, I've seen him do streaming shit. I've seen him.
Did you see the shit that he did? The Speed Does America, I think it was called. But he was like going against KD, going against Giannis, and like meeting.
Yeah, KD gave him work, bro.
KD be hilarious, man.
Yeah, KD gave him work. He wasn't playing with that boy at all.
He came close though. He wasn't that far off. Like, I think he did a boxing one too, or some sort of fighting. Like, he's a pretty good athlete. You know what I mean? Like, he in the football one, he was there. Like, he's a pretty good athlete. I'll give him that.
Nah, he
is.
I just wanted to.
Another thing, he rock with Logan Paul, so that's more cross promotion.
That's what I was about to say. I think Logan Paul probably opened the door for him because
that's his boy.
YouTuber, what's his name? Because he's been promoting that Prime shit for a long time. So, but the thing is, the YouTube community kind of sticks together on a lot of these things.
Yeah.
So they promote each other. They put each other in position. Pause. So shout to them.
Facts.
But the thing that's dope about
did you see Jake Paul did the fucking blackface shit trying to be
Drewski? Yeah.
Terrible.
What did y'all think of that?
I knew it was coming because Drewski did it, so you knew somebody was gonna have to do it, and it wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't entertaining.
He said y'all being.
I seen the picture. I didn't see the skit. He did an actual skit.
I just seen the picture, but he said people are being hypocritical because when Drewski do it, it's funny, but when I do it, y'all saying it's racist or it's not funny.
You're not funny.
But he's not funny though. Drewski is actually funny. Jake Paul is not funny. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if it was a comedian that tried to do it, then maybe it might have been funny.
And it wasn't just that. He did mad different characters. Like that wasn't the first one. This will be the Paul dude, his first time. Now all of a sudden you want, this is not even your lane. You don't even do none of this. But Drewski, this might have been the 5th time I seen him. He was a white dude before. He he was he did a lot of different ones. I can't name them all offhand, but yeah, that's what he do. That's part of what his repertoire. You know what I mean? But I think Trump came out and said they should sue Drewski. Drewski came back out and said under the First Amendment, y'all can't sue me because it's parody, it's comedy. Like this shit went all the way to the White House. Like I didn't know Drewski was kicking up that much dust. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the person who he supposedly was, she took offense to it. You got to understand, she's Trump's boy. So I mean, Trump is her boy. Like her husband was with Trump, like heavy. So that's not surprising.
Yeah, but I'm glad he can't be sued for that.
You gotta learn how to take a joke
for that under the First Amendment.
She got
the First Amendment. They can't sue him.
Yeah, he never said her name or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all he said was white conservative women.
Right, that's it.
And she took offense to it. Like
he was generalizing. He was trying to stereotype. If anything, he wasn't. If anything, if I was her, I wouldn't take it as a personal attack. Maybe all white conservative women should have taken it offensive, if anything, but not just one particular person. That's how I feel.
If she wouldn't have jumped out the window because I don't pay attention to her like that, I wouldn't have knew it was supposed to be her. If she didn't jump out the window and say it's her.
Right.
I would have just thought it was random.
It just seemed like that sensitivity, it was like, I thought you was supposed to be grieving. And I think that's what kind of made, you know what I'm saying, him for what he, you know what I mean, made it such a good skit. Because he was just playing on it like, yo, you don't seem like you grieving. You're supposed to be, you look like you're selling a book. You know what I mean? He wanted a better.
Did he say that?
No. This is what the content creators was saying about him saying, like Jay said, he didn't say her name. He was just playing into all of the different things that she was doing. Like she came out on stage and they had sparklers. He came out on stage and had sparklers. I didn't know.
I didn't know the backstory. It's only because she jumped out the window and
right. That's the only reason.
That's supposed to be her.
Right.
Okay. And then I started looking like, oh, okay.
Right.
But I wouldn't have knew.
Yeah, I would have had no clue. Like I said, if somebody would have wanted to be upset because they felt it was stereotypical, then I could totally hear their argument on that. But as far as one person saying that's me, I don't get how I don't know. The connection is made.
But apparently she's super popular. You know what I mean? Ever since her husband died and all of that, she's like super popular. But I have no idea who Shorty is. But shout to her, you know what I mean? And shout to Drewski, you know what I mean? For good skits. Cause shit, when he did the pastor skit, I thought that one was real good too. That pastor skit.
That shit was hilarious. He had the people coming out. There was a lot of pastors that pulled up. They had like,
I am a Christian, so I wear Christian Dior and Christian Louboutin. I walk in the blood of Jesus. These is red bottoms. Like, I thought that shit was mad funny.
Right.
In my opinion, it was funny. It was funnier than the last one he did. The one with the pastors. I thought that was more funnier than the one he did with
but nobody is that's the crazy thing about what people decide to make controversial. It's not what the person is necessarily saying or not saying or doing or not doing. It's how certain people react towards it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what he was saying about the pastors, a lot of pastors could be pissed off, but you didn't hear like a whole, who's the biggest pastor out right now? Like, do y'all even know? Like, who? Remember back in the day, it was like the dudes on TV and all of them do TD Jakes, right? It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? TD Jakes came out and was like, "Oh, that was about me" or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. That
but
controversy is to however one person takes it, and if people want to follow them and shit, man.
I think they did though, bro. Like, and I don't know these dudes.
I didn't hear shit about it.
I don't know these dudes' names, but the outfits he had on in that joint, just like the Erica Kirk joint, was specifically somebody else's outfit that they wore. And somebody had came down off of a, like, out of the sky on some, like, it really was a person. And that person,
like they fucking Shawn Michaels coming in.
I can't tell you who it was. I could look.
Yo. Nah, that's wild. I ain't even know. See,
it was an actual person.
And I didn't even like that's the thing about it. I didn't hear anything about that shit. I didn't read anything about it. I didn't see any videos about it, like nothing about the backlash over that video. And I seen that video. I watched it a couple times.
That's again, like I said, I like that one more than the one he did as a recent. Like, it's just the community, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Me personally, I feel like Drewski, he should keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah, see, I mean, I would. Yeah,
see this guy though. That's the guy he was.
Damn, he got like 5 chains.
He nailed that shit.
All of them shits iced down.
Right,
he nailed that shit, bro.
I bet you all of them shits iced down. He looking icy out there, man. Mm-hmm. Gotta stay cool in the pulpit, baby.
He really came in like this and shit.
Yeah, I remember when Drewski did it, but a dude really did that.
Yeah, that dude in the suit, I think.
Wow.
And then I remember one of the pastors was in front of
some righteous gemstone shit right there, man.
How the pastor was in front of the church talking about fuck Drewski, fuck that fat bitch. Like in church, I'm like, yo, what?
Nah, that's definitely some righteous gemstone shit, yo. I swear, man.
Yo,
it's crazy.
But what I'm saying, the genius behind his comedy is exposing what it is. One of them was the white boy that say the N-word. That shit was hilarious too. He just be in the hood, he with the homies and this and that. He plays into these characters, and bro, he does a great job, bro. And again, I'm saying that because I feel he loyal to comedy. He's not trying to be like more of a disrespect, and that's his comedy is disrespect. No, he's just exposing what y'all really are. He making it like, all right, I'm gonna make this funny because I feel like, yeah, y'all trying to pose as y'all one thing, but y'all like a wolf in sheep clothing, and I'm kind of like telling people through comedy that I see that shit. He's a comedy. I'll give him comedy genius, bro. 10 for 10, man. 10 for 10 for Drewski skits, man. That's a fact.
Yo, man. Yo, Breeze, I wish you were like a loan officer at a bank, because everybody would get approved. Like nobody would get denied.
That's funny.
Bad credit, no credit. Come on.
The only one person that might get denied is about the disgruntled warehouse worker in Cali. Y'all heard about him?
Nah, what happened?
A disgruntled warehouse worker set a massive 1.2 million square foot Kimberly-Clark paper goods facility on fire in Ontario, California. The suspect filmed himself igniting pallets while complaining about pay and was quickly arrested on multiple felony arson charges. He is being held without bail after the blaze destroyed the building, required over 100 firefighters to contain. Bruh.
That's crazy. That's crazy, and that's crazy. The fact that, like, what? All right. So
this is it right here, bro. This is.
Nah, but hold up. Before we get into the fire, real quick, Jay, what would this dude be trying to prove to his congregation of him ascending down, or should I say, descending down from the sky?
That he's heaven sent, you know what I mean? From God to come here and preach the word for y'all. And then this the dude right here that I was saying, Drewski bitch ass trying to downplay. He said Drewski bitch ass trying to downplay church, and I ain't going for it in Jesus' name. Like how you
that's wild.
Close the damn doors.
Now hold up about the fire. So was he upset over what was he upset over to make him torch the whole warehouse?
Remember that shit we was talking about? I was going to bring up that conversation. We was talking about everybody making the same amount of money and all of that bullshit like that. Look, this is it right here. I don't have to articulate it. I get the video right here. Hold on. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm trying to show y'all.
Should have paid us enough to fucking live.
He said you should have paid us enough to fucking live.
But these bitches dirt cheap.
That's crazy, yo.
All you had to do was pay us enough.
I got a wild video for y'all too before we go.
Fucking live.
That's crazy, man. People is wilding, man. Did y'all hear about the dude?
Crazy, bro.
Did y'all hear about the quadruple amputee who shot somebody?
No,
I think so.
I didn't. This is new to me.
So the dude, this happened a couple weeks ago. I think he killed somebody. Dude is a quadruple amputee, so he doesn't have like hands, feet, like any of that. You know what I'm saying? And he was still able to kill somebody. And this shit blew my mind because I was reading a story about it.
No pun.
And then I actually saw. Watch this, yo. That's him right there, upside down, doing a line of coke.
Yo, what?
Hey, that was perfect. It's still, I don't even
This is the craziest.
Well, my question is, do they got his fingerprints on the gun?
Oh, man. But nah, man. Yo, that's wild though. He's doing a line of blow upside down, and then picks up the rifle and fires two off in the night sky out of his window, man.
Right. He's a wild boy.
And this dude was like he was an athlete too. He did, y'all know the cornhole sport, right? Mm-hmm. He was a professional cornhole player on the like handicap circuit.
That explains it all.
Why? Why? Nah. Why does that explain it all?
That explains it all, bro. Like,
yo, if you
professional cornhole, good aim, fucking
oh man,
upside down blow. It sounds like all of the puzzle pieces fit. Lock him up.
Oh man, yeah. He's
a menace to society.
Yeah. That was crazy when I seen the video. Yo, TMZ find videos of everything, man. Like you cannot hide from TMZ, man.
That dude is a menace. He needs to be locked up.
Yo, when I first seen the video, right? Because I read the story a couple weeks ago, and then I seen the video today. It was like, yeah, dude who killed a man a few weeks ago. Here's a video of just him on one of his wild nights, like a typical wild night for him. Mm-hmm. And when I first seen it, I'm like, what am I watching? Because I know y'all probably was looking at it first when you first seen it, like, what am I watching here? And I'm like, yo, he's upside down doing a line of coke. That's crazy.
That's just what goes on the cornhole circuit.
Yo.
Professional cornhole circuit.
Professional athletes, baby. They party hard, man.
That's crazy.
That shit was wild, man. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Huh? What'd you say, Breezy?
I said I don't want to go to hell for laughing at this joke, man. But damn,
it's not a joke. That's real life. That shit is real life. What do you mean a joke? Unfortunately, he took somebody's life, man. Like
I'm talking about the fingers on the gun. Come on.
Oh,
man.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't want to go to hell, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's fucked up, bro.
This dude might be going there if he
can't be taking people's
life
lives.
How he living. You know
yeah, that's crazy.
He ain't living life right, man. Like, I ain't nobody's morality judge by any means, but you doing lines of Colombian Bam Bam upside down and then firing off some shots in the night. That ain't right, man. Ain't right about that, man.
I'm
That's
just confused
reckless
how the investigation
behavior.
went. I mean, I got questions about the investigation. I mean,
Oh man,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Did y'all hear? Did y'all hear that Diddy was up for parole?
Nah, he's not up for parole. He's trying to. His lawyers are sending in appeals and they're working. It's nowhere near anything like that, bro.
Because how long? Wait, how long was he supposed to be in jail?
50
4
months.
years.
50 months, and he already did 19. I was reading about basically the motions that the lawyers are trying to put out there. The main motion that they're trying to put out there is that he wasn't cross state or trafficking people for sexual acts or whatever. It was more or less, they were saying that the freak offs were more or less like consensual adults filming adult content for platforms and things like that, and not prostitution. So that's the motion that the lawyers are trying to put in front of people right now for him on his behalf. And they're saying that similar crimes, people that are found guilty on obstruction crimes based on what that stuff is, they only get like a maximum of 16 months in prison, and he's already did 19. So they're trying to pose that motion to get him out. That's basically what it is.
Got you. And they trying to say because he's a black man and because he's a superstar, he's been wrongfully sentenced to higher than what the mandatory with the normal sentencing is.
Yo, I'm glad you just said that, because you just gave me a quick segue to the last thing I wanted to touch on real quick, man. It's WrestleMania season is coming up.
You can't say Diddy and then the last thing you want to touch on. In the
All right. Well, yeah, no Diddy on that. But you said black superstars. And the reason that I'm saying that is because it's WrestleMania season, man. It's coming up soon. There's always been a lack of us being superstars in the wrestling community. Like, yeah, we've had The Rock, here or there. But right now, man, I'm excited for 3 young brothers that are all about to headline their first WrestleMania with Javon Evans, only 21 years old, only 21, and about to be in a major match at WrestleMania, a 6-man ladder match for like a championship. Trick Williams, that dude, if y'all don't know who Trick Williams is, man, y'all want to see some hilarious shit, just watch any interview with him. Like, the dude is blowing up so big right now, pause. He's on like random talk shows because he's just that entertaining. And last but not least, certainly not least, the ruler, Obafemi. This dude is the monster of all monsters, man. He's facing Brock Lesnar in what's supposed to be like probably the biggest match of WrestleMania. All of these dudes in their 20s, man. Like, finally representation at this level, and WWE is actually pushing them, like, not just y'all around, like, yeah, y'all good. No, like, actually, they just all got called up from the developmental brand to the main roster, and they all gonna be in their first WrestleMania. First year they on the main roster. Yo, that's huge, man. So shout out to all 3 of those individuals, and shout out to WWE for pushing them and giving them the light so they can turn into superstars. I've been watching all 3 of them since they was on the developmental brand. And these dudes, man, they all different too. That's the crazy thing about it. They all bring something different. And it's 3 of them at the same time, all rising up at a crazy moment, man. So just shout out to that, man.
Dope.
Shout out to that, man. Shout out to Coco Beware. He probably one of the. That's who I thought of.
Junkyard Dog, man. That's all we had.
Coco Beware.
And Junkyard Dog, that was it, man. Name me somebody else back then, and they never like put them really in championship matches and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They was around and they was cool, but they wasn't fighting Hulk Hogan for the gold. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't fighting Macho Man for the gold. They was just around.
Only person I could think of really is Booker T and them.
Yeah, and Booker came later. Booker. So the first black champion in like any big wrestling thing was Ron Simmons. In 1992 or 93, I can't remember. He won the WCW World Championship. That was the first time a black man had ever won a major world championship. Then The Rock won, the WWF won, I think like 98 or 99 once he started getting popular. And then I think the only other one might be Kofi Kingston and Bobby Lashley. So that's the only 5 I think I know. So that's crazy. Only 5 black world champions ever.
I was about to say, yeah, for real. Wrestling run around a long time for it to only be 5. You know what I mean?
So yeah, man, it's our time, man. Like with these 3 dudes, they
Yo,
the next
Barry, man.
3 dudes, man.
Barry just asked if I got those 95s that came out today. I did not. I think you're talking about the Palace ones. I thought they come out tomorrow though. It said the 10th for the 11th. And I was just literally looking at these Lego 95s that I wish came out in adult sizes because they didn't come out in adult sizes. These shits is hard. Like I was just literally just looking at these.
I still got to get that Lego set, man.
Oh, you talking about this Lego set?
I ain't copied yet, but I definitely need to copy it. Yeah, I got to put that next to the Dunk.
Word.
Yeah, those are tough.
Out to you for the Dunk, know what I mean? Cause the Dunk right there and the Air Max right there. But word. But them Palace Air Max 95s is fire. And I just seen you. Did you see them pink ones that came out last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, those is fire. The gray and the pink.
But look at these. I feel like these is the same shoe, but they smoking them kind of. They call these the burgundy ash barely grape. It looked like the same shoe, but they smoking them with that little bit of purple violet on it.
Nah, he's the one.
These shits is hard.
Yo, shout out to the Nets for doing the right thing tonight, man. They was pissing me off the past couple of games, man. For real.
Listen, I told you
I'm about to do the recap in a minute.
That we wasn't going to get wins in the teams. We got 20 wins. 20 wins happened. You know what I mean?
But no more, man. We don't need no more.
Ain't today the last game?
Nah, it's still 2 more games.
Sunday.
It's stressing me out,
man. Today was the last home game.
I think it's one
more or 2 more. It's 2 more, right?
Something like that.
I know it's 1 more for Sunday for sure.
I seen a joke.
I think it's 2 more games. Yeah, because we got Milwaukee again. We got Toronto and Milwaukee.
I seen a joke. They said that they let
Toronto. We should lose too. Man, we better not fucking get no fancy ideas against Milwaukee, man.
It was a joke on Twitter saying that they was gonna let Jacques Vaughn coach the last couple games, get Jordy out of here. They put Jacques Vaughn up since he's still under contract. They were gonna bring him up to make sure we lose them games.
Yo, man, I heard a rumor saying the reason Darren Peterson was having issues at Kansas is because Jacques Vaughn is the assistant coach.
Right.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. When I heard that shit, I was like, man, motherfuckers just be like coming up with anything, man.
Right.
Yo, hold on. I know we about to close out, but I know we started last episode talking about how dude picked up the money and left.
Mm-hmm.
This really happened. No. I seen a different situation similar to that. I know I was joking around being facetious, but this is a real situation. It said Renee Nicole Coleman faces felony theft charges after refusing to return nearly $19,400 she had mistakenly been paid because instead of getting $16.50 for her rate for a 12-hour shift, she got $1,650 per hour for a 12-hour shift. It say that error resulted in extra $19,388. Her employer asked her to return the money, but according to the police affidavit, when the error was noticed, Coleman refused to pay back the money. So, yeah, you better pay back
what money? What money? That's what she said.
Yeah, I feel like she should get to keep that money. She was paid. You know what I mean? It's not like
services.
They paid her the money. It's not like she stole it.
Facts.
They paid her the bread. Shout to her. I mean, free her.
1650 to 16.
And all they probably was gonna offer her for returning it was $10 in a Popeyes biscuit.
Free her, man.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to come back. She got a $15,000 bond, so
that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, she got 19,000, so she could post it.
She only got to pay 10%, man.
I was about to say it's only 10%. Man. She got it.
She's still up. She's still up.
She's still to her, man.
But yo, I'm gonna close out. So we could clip it up. Shout to P, shout to Jay, shout to everybody in the chat. Subscribe to Stir the Pot. This is JTV. Shout to